So I'm joining a Buddhism retreat in Japan, and we were learning about the way to happiness. And
hmm
something that we can all practice is smiling and greeting people cheerfully. Believe it
hmm
or not, that leads to happiness. So this story is from Something You Forgot Along the Way. It's our textbook. So Kevin, yeah, go ahead. Can you read it for us?
Yes. One, making the world happier. A smiling face and a word of kindness. John Wanamaker, 1838 to 1922, was a department store pioneer. I've read this before. One day, a young man came to apply for an advertised job opening in his store. Wanamaker himself conducted the interview, and the applicant answered every question with a firm yes or no. He was a strapping young man with impressive academic credentials, and no one present at the interview doubted he had nailed the job. Even so, Wanamaker turned him down. He seemed like a fine fellow, commented one of Wanamaker's aides. Was there something about him you didn't like? Wanamaker explained he answered all my questions with a plain yes and no instead of yes or no, sir. If he doesn't know enough to be polite to me, I doubt he would treat customers with proper consideration. In my store, customers always come first. I couldn't possibly hire him. The story illustrates the power of a single word. Wanamaker's employees used to say that one cheery good morning from the boss was enough to make them enjoy a week's work. Their joy in working translated into booming success for the store. People talk about serving society, but nothing does so much to make the world a happier place as a smile and a cheerful hello. Like a street performer, Wanamaker brought hope and cheer to all around him. The worst skinflints are those who are stingy with smiles and hellos. All it takes to make others happy is a twinkle in the eye and a word or two. So don't hoard them. The Anglican clergyman Sidney Smith, 1771 to 1845, said, when you rise in the morning, form a resolution to make the day a happy one to a fellow creature. By doing this for 10 years, he pointed out, one could make 3,650 people happy, the equivalent of making a charitable donation to an entire town. That would indeed be an act of charity in keeping with Sakyamuni's teaching to have a smiling face and speak words of kindness.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Can you share your thoughts with us, Kevin?
Well, I know that to be true, because it's. I mean, everybody has bad days. If you don't, there's something wrong. you, you know, but I always try to smile and greet people, because I walk a lot and I see a lot of people down here, and that sometimes they're actually shocked that I say hi, how are you? You know, they look at me, they get suspicious, you know. But sometimes somebody will be surprised and say, I'm fine, how are you? I say, well, fine, thank you for asking. But it takes them out of their little moment of worry, or days of worry. And it makes me feel good to see them respond with a smile instead of, looking around like something's going to jump out of the sky. I mean, there's plenty of reason to be fearful now, but it, it just works,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, actually, when we smile, we only use like about 16 facial muscles. But
hmm
when we make a face, we are frowning, or when we are
hmm
irritated or annoyed, we are making like more than 60, we are utilizing more than 60 facial muscles.
Mm,
It's easier to smile than frown.
yeah.
Yeah, but some people are stingy. even with their smiles. We don't want to
Yeah,
be such a person.
I like the word skinflint.
What
It's
comes to your
it's a
mind when you heard?
it's an old word.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Mhm.
it came over from England with most of our language, but
Mhm.
it's a very very good description of
Mhm.
somebody who, skinflint means that they won't shed a bit of skin for somebody. And
Mhm.
they're just stingy in every area of their life.
Mhm.
They're greedy,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, by
and
nature,
most of.
we like to hoard things, you know? We like to hold on
Hmm.
to everything because we have a lot of anxiety or uneasiness about the future. So we like to hoard, but actually, then we suffer because of that, because we are not planting good seeds. If we don't plant good seeds, we don't get a good harvest.
This is true.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
And
try a
mhm.
while back, a few years back, I started thinking of three things that I'm actually grateful for before I ever got out of bed.
Mhm.
And I don't always remember to do that, but I've noticed that when I do that, I'm in a much better mood,
Yeah.
you know, because
Hmm.
no matter how bad things have ever been in my life,
Hmm.
um, and most of those were, I planted that seed myself.
Hmm.
Um, I found things to be grateful for. In breathing, I have another day,
Hmm.
to start over.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So our brain cannot tell the difference between when we are happy and we smile, or we just smile in terms of cultivating gratitude, even if we don't feel completely uplifted inside. So
Hmm.
by smiling little by little, our brain actually gets the feel good chemicals, and suddenly we're like, oh, I'm not as miserable as I was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a loop or a circle. So, yeah. Hmm. So we don't smile because we are always happy. We are happy because we are smiling.
Ah, I like that.
Because you, like you say, we come to realize the blessings we have. And
Yes.
like Buddha says, it's such a difficult feat to make it to the human realm. Yeah, it's not easy to be born in the
Yeah.
human realm. Mm, very good. So, yeah, and everybody likes to make a contribution to the society. People love to serve the society.
Mhm.
They don't know how to serve the society, but actually, it's not as hard as we make it to be. All we have to do is greet like coworkers, neighbors, family members cheerfully and share happiness with them. Then, if we keep doing it every day, it's like you're making 3,650
Yeah. That's a lot
people.
of people.
That's a lot of people. Yeah, so smiling is an act of generosity or giving. In
Mhm.
Buddhism, we have a book which is titled, If You Want to Be Happy, Focus on Giving. So, giving a smile, giving kind words. How is your day going? Thank you for your help the other day. Thank you for your kindness. And in this way, everybody finds happiness. So, that's the beauty of
Yes.
learning the Dharma to become mindful of this. Mm. Yeah, so thank you, Kevin, for reading the story for us and yeah, explaining it. And good job, everyone, for being here, practicing this together. And hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday.
You as well.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you,
Everybody
Gary.
have a great day, man. Stay blessed.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, our pleasure. Bye,
Thank
dear
you.
Gracias. Yeah, good to
Bye
have
bye.
you. Bye bye.
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 See you.
See you.